Please enjoy this clip from MF'er In Da Kitchen, which is my guest segment on the Nomad Network.
But without further ado, man, let's get the chef set up because I know he's ready to G. Oh, I can see him down there.
All right. Let's see, chef. Let's see. Is he in here?
You want me to pull him up?
If you got it quickly, you can.
Chef Trips. Chef Trips. Chef Trips. Chef Trips. A motherfucker in the kitchen. And it will be beautiful.
Here's our guy, man. Let's bring him on in. My brother, the chef, what it do? How are things?
Hello, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. We got you.
Welcome to the kitchen of Chef Trips. I am the owner and proprietor, and as we are known on some extra sauce, I am that a MF'er in the kitchen. For today's recipe, I will be preparing a Chicago Italian beef and sausage combo pizza with the
What?
with the infused roasted garlic butter on the crust, as well as some roasted garlic and the marinara and the sweet peppers, the pepperoncinis, and also the banana pepper rings, a little giardiniera, and the cheeses of provolone and the mozzarellas, and doing a side order of some onion rings with the creamy cheese sauce, and of course for the baptism of the pizzas, the all juice gravy, and they will be beautiful.
Man, I knew you were coming, and I had to take a couple minutes to go get myself some yogurt and some strawberries and cut that up and throw it in here because I knew you would be making me super hungry as we went through this show. What an amazing recipe that you're about to pull off for us here tonight. So I'm all in. I want to see what this looks like.
All right, and we can continue the talking, but please let us go to the a MF'er in the kitchen can.
Boom.
And then right there, one moment please. But these onion rings are going in the oven right now.
Sweet.
And what you are looking at on the screen right here, I pre-prepared a regular pizza crust mix, thin and crispy, and then I pre-baked it according to the directions. But then I also made the roasted garlic infused butter by roasting a head of garlic with some olive oil in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then smashing it up with some Italian seasoning and mixing it with a stick of salt-free butter. And then I rub that and spread it around across this dough. So that is what is on this dough right now. And now I put back into the jar after I put the roasted garlic in with the marinara sauce. So now we will generously put this on our dough. And we have to make sure that we get close to the edge because I hate the pizzas that have the edges all naked. Those annoy me.
Chef, can you remind me again what we're doing here?
Italian beef and sausage combo pizza.
Ooh. That's going to be tough.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I will explain as we go of how I prepared the other ingredients. But for right now, as we generously, again, put the marinara sauce over our roasted garlic and butter dough. And we put it on nice and generously.
Hey,
So now,
Scroll said you're in here making Iranian food.
well, and then also, before I forget, and before we turn the fire on, already on the, 1 second, get that back on there. But already in the pot over here, ready to go, is our all juice ready for the baptisms of the either Italian beef sandwiches, or in this case, the pizza. And speaking of, we now go back to our pizza, and we will dress it with the bottom layer of the cheese, which will be the provolone. And then we will just utilize some slices for that. And we will spread them out on the pizza. Bada boom, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. And the provolone and the mozzarella are more of the traditional cheeses for the Italian beefs. And now boom, we have the base layer of the provolone. So now we will go to our Italian beef, which I prepared in the Insta Pot, and it will be coming out on my channel at Chef Trips, which you can find at Chef Trips. But there is a logjam in the editing that is above my pay grade. But there is a section that I will include recipes for the Instapot. And in this instance, I made the Italian beef and sausage combo. So now we will put the beef on there, spread it all around, a little bit more over there, a little bit more over there, some more right there in the middle. And it looks like this because I made it yesterday and it has been in the refrigerator.
I didn't see no sardines in there, did I?
No, sardines would not go in this
Not
dish.
this time around. Not this recipe.
All right, so now that we have that meat there, we go to our Italian sausages, of which I seared in the bottom of the Instapot, and then took them out, and then seared the beef on both sides as well as around the edges, and then put the sausages back into the Instapot, and with the beef. And then, hold on, as I spread these out a little bit more. So we want to have just a little spread, not too many, not too much. But as you do this in your own kitchen, you can add as much or as little as you want to, as you are the chef. So now that we got a few of the sausages spread around, we will go to the other things that went into the Instapot as well. And the name of the sweet peppers and the pepperoncinis, of which I sliced up.
Hey,
So
hey, chef.
Yes.
There's a fat boy near me that says you're too light on the beef.
Okay, I will come back with that in a minute. All right, so now we get some of our sweet peppers and our pepperoncinis that were also cooked in the Instapot with the beef, with the sausages, with the beef broth, and with the pepperoncini juice and the sweet peppers. So now we'll spread those on, a little bit there and a little bit more over there. And then now we will come back with a little bit more of the beef. Break it up a little bit since it is a little step together.
There we go.
Then now put a little more of the beef.
There we go. That's the fat boy who haven't had pizza in I don't know how long.
There we go. And then we put that to the side over here, out of the way.
Oh man, I'm him. Right now, like this looks so nice, bro. Keep doing it.
Okay, very, very good. And so now the we put on here, after I put this out of the way over here, we get some of our hot jardinera. So I will not be putting a lot on because of the heat, but you can put as much on to your desire. And the jardinera are the pickled vegetables
You got a
that has
suggestion?
a very distinct flavor. Yes.
You got a suggestion from the scrolls? He said, "Hey, drizzle some olive oil on that thing."
Uno momento por favor. That means hold on a second. All right.
Yeah,
Now that we got our jardinera on there, we will also come back with a few banana pepper rings.
that's what I'm talking about. This is supreme pizza.
Yo, this is awesome.
And then we put these over there and over there and spread them around nicely.
Right. He got me. He's got me questioning whether I nourish myself enough.
And then now, speaking of the cheese, question to the squirrels: would he prefer that I put the oil on now or on top of the top layer of the mozzarellas?
Oh, I answer that for him because that cheese gonna produce plenty of oil. You do that now.
So does that mean that we skip the oil and just use the mozzarellas, or do both?
Now, do the oil.
Okay, I will do that at the customer request, and so I will use our spray bottle of the oil and give a little squirt of the olive oil.
Ooh, I like that. I like that because you can manage the amount there.
Exactly. And then we come in with our mozzarellas on the top.
Scrolls, pause.
No, don't pause that one. He said you need a little oil on that meat.
Who doesn't like their meat nice and moisturized and juicy?
All right now, chef.
Take it easy, chef.
Well, that is the purpose of having the cheese underneath and on top, because the meat is already cooked, so it does not need to get crispy or dry out under the heat. So the blanket of cheese helps keep it moist. I don't know why your minds are always in the gutter, but that is disgusting.
Because I think you some relation to Triple R. His mind is a bad place, and it's always in the gutter.
Well, yes, some of the sports Chicago style crew can be somewhat naughty influences. And yes, I am looking at you, Trip. So now that we have those in there, we are now ready to put it in the oven after another little, everything's in there, all of the flavors. We always forget things. So now, as I put this in, can somebody please volunteer to be the timer and set the clock for 10 minutes?
Oh,
and we will go in the.
Hey, hold on, I got you.
Now.
Yeah,
and now that we are in here, we will give our onion rings a little flip.
Got me flat-footed with the timer, but kids got you.
I got you. So
much appreciated. So we give these a little flip and let them get further crispy.
I ain't had an onion ring in quite some time either.
And so now that
do you want me to start the timer, chef?
Yes, please start here.
Boom.
And so now that those are in there, we set this side up more for back to the cooking, of which over here we will get our flame going on a low, and then back here we will put our au jus gravy and get that simmering as well.
And that lump in there that looks like pineapple pieces, that is just oil that's hardening up.
Yes, that is the oil, the fat, if you will, from the beef. And it congealed as it was in the the refrigerator overnight. So now it will quickly it will dissolve into that tasty goodness.
Yes, it will.
And so now we can clear some of our work area because you clean as you go. And if you have time to lean, you have time to do what, kids?
Say what now?
I said we clean as we go because if you have time to lean, you have time to.
You got me, man. I don't know.
Clean.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, you have time to clean. And that's where you stay on top of the chores. And then you don't have a dirty workspace. That is one of the things that we pride ourselves in here in the kitchen of Shade Trips.
Yo, chef.
And so now that we
go ahead, chef. Go ahead. Keep going.
Real quick, now that we have our butter going, we will add a little garlic powder. And then we will add a little black pepper. And then we will add a little cumin. And then we will add a little onion powder. And then finally a little kosher salt. And then we will give these a mix up after we add our 2 tablespoons of the whole wheat flour, because we do not like the white devils in this kitchen. So we keep it a bit healthier by using the whole wheat products. So now that these are in the pot with the butter, we will give it a whisk as to not have the raw flour taste. So we want it to cook out, and we have it on about a medium heat. And so we will spin that around with the nice what do you call that? The what do you call this thing? The stirrer thing. The
Whisk.
Whisk. Thank you very much. So we will add some milk.
Help them out. Help them out in the chat. Help them out in the chat, y'all. ATF just got here. He want to know what's going on.
All right. So the chef is, sorry, chef. Keep going.
And real quickly, because I like to minimize to make the recipes healthier, I am using the almond milk or the nut milk. Settle down, Red Baron. And so it is not the whole milk, so it will not be as creamy, but to circumvent the lack of creaminess, in addition to our cheddar cheese that we will be melting, we will also be including a slice of the cream cheese of the Philadelphia variety.
What are you doing here, chef? This you making like a queso?
Yes, this is the queso cheese dip to go along with the onion rings.
With the onion rings. Okay. All right. You lost me there for a minute. I was like, this look real good. I just don't know what we're eating this with. So ATF, he's making a Italian sausage and Chicago brisket pizza.
Settle down, kids.
Okay.
I am making a Chicago Italian beef and sausage combo pizza.
There we go.
With the roasted garlic and butter ladled crust, and the toppings with the sweet peppers, the jardineras, and the banana peppers, as well as the cheeses of the provolones and the mozzarellas. And then we're having the side order of onion rings with the cheese sauce, as well as the au jus gravy back here. So
yeah,
now
man.
we will get the cheese to melting.
I hope that's not sharp cheddar.
It is mild cheddar.
Ooh, that might go bad for you.
Why? You want it sharp or mild?
No, I've tried to melt some of that before and some stuff. It didn't go very well.
Well, what you have to do, you have to make sure that the flame is on low,
Low. Yeah.
and you want to keep it stirring because cheese will burn and stick very easily to one spot. So as long as you keep it moving, it will melt. And the the rule of thumb is that you shred your cheese, and that way it melts more evenly uh, together. But I find shredding cheese a pain in the ass, so I dice it up very very small. And because the temperature of the pot is on a constant level, the cheese has no other choice but to melt. As long as you are not in a rush, it will be just fine.
Well, I did something similar to a pot of chili.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
I did something similar to a little pot of chili, and I did just what you did and put it in the chili, but it was sharp cheddar, and man, it spoiled the entire pot. I think I told y'all about that.
Oh, but yeah, you would have kind of. I know exactly what you're saying. It would kind of cut into the actual flavor profile of what you're
Tastes
trying
like,
to do with the chili, right?
tastes like spoiled milk is in it.
Yeah, I get you. I got you.
But when you are using the cheese as strictly a dipping sauce for the onion rings, it may be different.
Yeah, because
Okay, I think so.
that's the flavor profile he's looking for, right? So
Yeah.
with your chili, it would kind of kind of make it shift to something a little bit different.
I was glad to have that mistake happen. You know what I mean? Because all good stuff comes out of mistakes. To me, I think you make mistakes first, and then it comes out. I think you educate yourself from it. But let's hopefully this turns
Well,
out well. It's looking good. I know that.
well, by the time that we've had this conversation, as you can see, all of the pieces are pretty much melted.
It's looking good.
Thank you very much. Now, are there any other questions and or comments
Well,
right now that we should address at this moment in time?
ATF is saying the most true to life thing on the planet, and that's
You're gonna get his back big.
well, there's that one too. But Trip's always making a ninja hungry, yeah, and I'm right there with him. I had to come through prepared with a little something to snack on while we're going through this exercise. Because at the end of the chef's little foray, 9 times out of 10 I'm starving, bro. So I'm doing quite well right now, but no, all bets are not off. We'll see what things look like when he starts eating it, because odds are I'm gonna be starving when he actually starts.
Hold on for a second, though, kids, because Scroll said that man said he drove 200 miles to Patillos and back, and his son woke up and ate his damn Italian.
Oh no, Scrolls! Oh no, you love your kids, bro, because that might constitute as ass whooping material, brother. A big beef too. That might constitute as ass whooping material.
Man, what you doing? What you doing, man?
Oh, see.
Man. And so we want to make sure, as we listen to the stories of the Red Baron, not to commit child abuse. And we want to do the nice, simple wax on with the wrist, and then a wax off with the wrist. And if it gets tired, switch the handle around, as you want to make sure that you always hold your pot and do the wax off with the wrist on this side, and then the wax on with the wrist on this side.
You go, Danielson. But yeah, that's hilarious, girls. Just reminds me of them days of before my son turned vegan, man. Any given time I open up the refrigerator, you never know where everything went. You know what I mean? Like things would just randomly disappear when I open that fridge. So thank goodness.
Hey, Scrolls, tell little Scrolls I said I should karate chop his ass in the throat.
All right, chef. That's your 10 minutes, man.
Thank you very much. Our cheese sauce is melted in that amount of time, and we put away our other ingredients so they are out of the way. And now, see, now this is how nice and smooth and creamy.
Looks good.
Looks great. And I'm really glad you did that, because this is one of the things that I haven't had much success making over the years. Is just a cheese sauce. So me watching you sort of put this together is very helpful. I'm gonna have to put this into practice real soon.
Very good. Well, that could be of assistance. Now, as we see there, our au jus gravy is nice and bubbly and hot. So for the moment, we are going to rearrange our stovetop for our presentation. So we move the hot stuff, hot stuff, hot, out of the way. So we get the cool one over there. And we get the hot one, and we put that out of the way over there. And then we put the cool one back there. Then we get the hot one out of the way over there.
ATF wants
Yeah.
to know if you made a roux first. He kind of did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, that's what we did with the whole wheat flour.
Yeah.
We made the
Like
roux with
right
the
when you're
butter.
coming in, ATF, he was making the roux.
Yes, that's what we did. We did the roux with the butter and the spices and seasonings. So now that we got the cool irons over there, I turned the heat off of the oven, and so we will set this up as our protector and base, and then we will open the oven. And as you can see here, the onion rings
Oh, looking good.
are nice and crispy. And then the star of the show, our Italian beef.
Let's see this.
Let's give it another 5 minutes.
Another couple minutes. You want 5?
Can you get the camera on it? You can't do that, can you?
Not in the oven, no. But let's give it another 5 minutes because
Well, put it out. Let's take a look at it right quick.
Well, but the cheese is not melty yet in the center, and the edges are still kind of raw. So
Okay.
it still needs to darken up a little bit more. And I don't want to take it out of the heat now because that will slow down the cooking and let more heat out of the oven.
Quick question, Chef. What temperature you cooking that on?
Right now it was at 450.
Okay, that's standard for a frozen pizza. But if you want to really jack that thing up, put it on broil.
Well, let's do that then. And so while that is
Don't
on
do
there,
that, dog. You
we'll
run the risk.
move it up to 475.
You run
And
the
so
risk
what
of
we'll
burning that
do
shit.
as this is here, we will bowl up some of our au jus gravy for the baptism of the pizza slices.
I ain't rushing it, Paul. I'm just like that's something you do when you got an already melted pizza. If you want to make that thing right on top, that's something that you might want to try.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, yeah, but I didn't put it all the way up to the broil as it was not that close, but I did increase the heat to a little bit like 475. And so now that the au jus gravy is here in the bowl on the side, we will now also dish up the cheese sauce. As we can see, it melts nice and smooth.
Looks good, man. Really good.
Oh, that looks delicious.
I'll eat a bowl of that shit with a spoon.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, that look good, man.
So now we put that to the side. And so these are done over here.
If y'all hear police sirens around me in my background, that ain't nothing. I ain't shooting nobody.
Okay.
And so now let's take a look at our pizza.
I'm itching to see what that thing look like. Oh yeah. You just put that on broil.
Yeah, man. Slap it back in real quick, broil that baby. But it needs 2 minutes. I got you 2.5 right now. 2 minutes on broil.
Maybe throw a little bit more cheese on the top of there or something, and that'll be perfect.
No, that is fine.
I think he needs more cheese.
Now we will put that back in there. All right, start the timer now.
ATF,
So that,
I ain't a tomato soup guy, ATF. I ain't gonna lie to you. My girl is though. She's a tomato soup and grilled cheese.
And
Yeah, I'm
so
not
we will
big
put
on it
this
either,
here
no
as
man.
a extra layer of heat protection, as to keep the camera there. So that's why we are rearranging the stovetop. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. As I said before, you can find it at Chef Trips, and big up to all of those people who support the Sports Chicago Style channel itself, and that is Sports Chicago Style, but it is known as at Triple RSCS. I don't know why Triple R always gets the top billing, but it is what it is.
Hey, Scrolls. Tomato soup and grilled cheese ain't no struggle meal. That shit's tasty.
Well, while we wait for the broil, let's test out an onion ring with our cheese sauce.
Shit, that looks so good.
Go ahead and crunch that shit.
Mm. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Scrolls, how old's your boy, man? How old's your son? Let me know. 'Cause God
That
willing, if he's
is
over
delicious.
15, I would have had to, you know, give him a couple of shots in the thigh. You know what I mean? Couple
Hey
of
man,
punches. Sure.
when them boys be that age, kids, man, you gotta stop them from eating the damn side of the house.
That's what I'm saying. But like, lessons must be learned. So 21, yeah, for sure, I'd put him on the couch and give him a couple of shots in the thigh, a little noogie action, stuff like that, just so that he remembers what's up.
Hey, you know what, kids?
All right, Trip, check her out now.
When they that age, when they that age, bro, you if anything's sitting still for more than 3 seconds, they'll try to eat it.
You're preaching to the choir. I'm telling you, once my son turned vegan, I was like, praise the
Oh,
Lord.
there it is.
Speaking of praise the Lord, look at that.
There it is.
Now, we'll give it a few minutes to settle down before we cut it. And let it settle. So now that is there, and I do agree that at 20 years old, that may still be your baby, but that is no longer a child. And if he ate my Italian beef and sausage combo, he is getting a 2 to 3 pieces for free.
For sure.
22 now, yeah. It's time for you to go buy your own goddamn food, boy.
I'm telling you, I'm giving him a Charlie horse for sure. He's not leaving the building without at least limping a little bit and remembering how he messed with daddy. You know what I mean? Don't eat daddy shit again.
Hey, let me tell you something, kids, Chef. One of the good purchases I've made in the last couple of years was a good old-fashioned Chicago pizza cutter. The arched edge pizza cutter.
Oh, like a roller?
The one that you run back and forth?
Oh.
One of them nice purchases I've made over the last couple of years.
That is very nice. But what we do to make the Chicago tavern style cuts, I like to cut right in the middle, and we go 12 to 6.
Super mix.
We want to make sure we get all the way through the crust, as there are a lot of toppings to go through.
No sardines, y'all.
There. And then now that is there, we go in the half of that.
Oh, you're doing it slices. Okay, cool.
Then we hold it, the tray, because as we see, it will fly out of your hand. And make sure you wear a oven mitt because it is still hot. And so now that side is done, as soon as we can separate it, it is very cheesy. What is going on here?
Hey, Chef, can I give you a suggestion? And it's
not about
cooking. It's not about cooking. It's about utensil. Look at a pizza rock, and that way you will your pizza cutter will roll right on over top of that. You ain't got to move it around. Just go right through it.
What's a pizza rock?
Understood.
Pizza
It is
rock.
like a pizza stone. It is a big flat rock, like piece of granite, and it is flat, allowing a smooth cut.
Hmm.
And so, but now this is working, and so we flip it around, and then we get half of the other side. And so now we have the middle, and then the middle of that, and the middle of that, and then we do a quarter turn, and then we go in the middle again, and then middle of that, and middle of that. And that's how you get the different slices.
Hey, Chef, you got them going in the chat. I just want to let you know you got them really, really going in the chat.
Yeah, even ATF is about them sardines too. So you got a fan.
Yeah, the
I
pizza
don't
rock.
understand what is with the sardines tonight, as we have the Italian beef and sausage.
I'm just saying, like,
Chef like sardines, man.
He's in. He's with you. Worst come to worst.
All right, now that that is there, we come up here, and then you cut that. But since we are here, we can work with this what we have here. And now
I think that's
my
a good
favorite
amount
part
of
is
time.
getting that cheesy goodness off of there. Oh no, you are going back on there. Don't try to escape.
Chef,
Now
do me
we
a
put
favor.
this to the side.
Do me a favor. Only eat one piece of this. He will put you in a coma.
We shall see.
My boy just cooked a
And
whole.
in other
So
words,
you asking him to only eat one slice?
A corner in the middle and a middle piece. That's right there at the edge of putting somebody in comatose state.
I am
You
missing
know, there's
a piece right
no
here.
two ways about this. He's eating that pizza. I'm gonna watch 3 pieces be devoured in no time.
You can't eat that whole piece. Not in one sitting.
That there. We can come here with that.
You only eat half of that.
Here. This. Then we get a nice corner piece.
There you go.
And then a nice middle piece.
There you go. Perfect. I see that mozzarella at the bottom looking good.
We have that. And then we also have our onion rings on these.
Damn, that corner piece look good, bruh.
And then so, as we have our au jus gravy, let's give it a
No,
baptism.
he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh no, he didn't. Look at that.
He damn sure did.
Wow.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, doggy. Yeah, doggy.
Man, I'm so glad I ate food a minute ago.
That tastes like an Italian beef sandwich. As you can see, the beef and the Italian sausage and the sweet peppers and the banana peppers and all of the jardineras. And it's like when you get the sandwich, if you had it dipped or double dipped or baptized, as we say.
Oh, snap.
It's the same as dipping the pizza in the same au jus gravy.
Trip, you got parm and red peppers? ATF is going ham with it in the chat.
This man, dude. I need a pizza, man. I
We
need a
can
pizza.
do that.
There it is.
I need a pizza like a damn fiend on the street.
So we will hit them with that, and then we will, by request, hit them with a little bit of that.
Boom. ATF at your service, brother.
And so now that we have our other seasonings, a good test of the crust is, will it hold the toppings? And this does, even though the toppings are a little more robust than your typical pizza.
Hey, if I was at your house, chef, might be a brawl in the kitchen over them corner pieces.
I'm so with you, man. That corner piece on the left looks so good, though.
Yeah, it does.
So this is how we can do an at-home Italian beef and sausage combo in the Insta Pot that took about an hour to cook. And so you can do it the day before, at your own leisure if you want to plan it out for your schedule.
Shout out to Robert.
Mm.
Shout out to Robert Metcha Man Robertson. He says the Nomad Network is humble. I respect you, dudes. We respect you too, Robert.
Back at you, Robert.
Thank you very much, Robert. So, if we can now go back to my close-up, Mr. D-Mill.
Oh, to your close-up?
Mm.
Okay, hold on.
You got
So
you got
as we can see,
you got Trip Malnati, Chef Trip Malnati in here, and ATF says that corner piece is definitely fight worthy. You got a lot of.
So as we can see, this is on the level picture. You can see how the crust holds the weight of the toppings.
Can you turn it up a little bit? I just want to see the underside of that crust, man. Underside.
Ooh,
yeah,
it's there. It's
boy.
there. It's
yeah,
there.
okay. Yeah, man. Well done.
For the underside, what I did was on the pan, I gave it a little spray of the oil and a little sprinkling of the cornmeal powders.
Okay.
Hey,
and so that keeps
fantastic.
You know what, Chef?
Nice and crispy under the bottom.
I've had a couple of dishes that you made on here that I rank as my top, but this just superseded everything.
Scrolls a day room going crazy.
Well, what we will be doing as soon as we pay our bill to the editor, as I said before previously, maybe you did not hear, but on my channel of the at Shay Trips, at Chef Trips, but it's the kitchen of Shay Trips. You like Shay Paul Restaurant and the movie The Blues Brothers, but this is Chef Trips. So Shay Trips at Chef Trips. But you find the channel, and one of the playlists will be different recipes that you can use for your instant pot. And this time I utilized a big piece of beef, and the Italian sausages, and made it into the Chicago tasting classic, into a pizza, into a tavern style pizza. So you too can do this, and please be like the Nomad and utilize some of the recipes that I have done and make them in your own kitchen to your own specifications and dietary requirements and taste requirements, and they will be beautiful. Now, are there any more questions and or comments?
I do, Chef. Real quick before we get out of here, I do have this question. Now, I know what we're looking at, and I know what the taste profile is, because we are familiar, because we're from the Chicago area. Those from the Chicago area are familiar with the taste profile. Now, when you bite into that first slice of that, what sticks out to you? What flavor profile sticks out to you?
Well, I would say the beef and the provolones. And then in the next bite, it is more of the jardineras, and then it is the Italian sausage. So every bite is a little bit different, as you can see here. The jardineras are right there. The banana peppers are right there. The Italian sausage is right there. The beef is right there. The provolone is underneath. The banana peppers and the mozzarella on the top. So it is all in there. It is very bite by bite. But if you have ever had a Chicago-style Italian beef sausage combo, it tastes very similar to that.
So the Italian beef flavor is really the dominant taste.
Italian beef and sausage, because the sausage has its own influence on the flavor of the dish when you put them both together. The beef influences the sausage taste, as well as the sausage influencing the beef taste.
Usually a sausage will dominate the flavor profile, but in the combo, surprisingly, the flavor of the beef, as it's cooked with all those seasonings in it, it stands alone, man. It does really stand alone. So I just
well, part of what helps the beef tenderize and have that intense flavor is the peppercorns and the about a half to a cup of peppercorn juice. So that, as well as the sweet peppers, have a tremendous effect as well on the flavor of the meats.
All right, man. I tell you what, man. You let Triple R know we're gonna talk about some food here shortly. We're gonna talk about a couple of rubs here that people can make at home, and some of the stuff that you got going on here will kind of be highlighted in that part of the show. But we got some stuff to get to, Chef. We really appreciate you, man. That is that I've been going through my mind of stuff that you've made, and I like a lot of stuff that you made. But anytime you're doing a pizza and it comes off like that, with that flavor profile, that turns into number one automatically. That's my favorite dish you've ever made, and I'll stand by that. So thank you so much, man.
I don't know if
Thank
it's
you
a
very
favorite one
much.
for me, but it was so damn good looking. I'm hungry, and I just ate food. So once
You got
again, well done, chef.
you got a chef. They calling you Chef Charles Barkley, and then they called you Chef Boy Barkley. You-
Boyar
Oh, that
Barkley,
is just terrible. That's just terrible.
terrible.
it
But
looked
I
good.
thank everyone. Thank you very much. I am glad that you enjoyed this recipe, and it is also very nice to me that so many people embrace the sardines. So thank you very much for joining us here on some extra sauce, as I did do two extra sauces tonight on
Uh-huh.
the last Wednesday of every month, here for a MF'er in the kitchen with your favorite chef, that MF'er, Chef Trips. So be sure to subscribe and at the channel of at Chef Trips, as well as at Triple RSCS for Sports Chicago Style. And please let us know if you tried this recipe in your kitchen and how it turned out. And so until next time, the last Wednesday of the month of April, bye.
All right. That was a treat, bro.
That looked so good, dog. I don't know what to tell you, man. That looked good, bro.
That was food porn.
Uh-huh. I'm doing all right over here. It's all I can, so I can tell you, because
Hey,
like
yeah.
I had to be snacking on something while he was going through that. I didn't know what he was coming with this week. And good Lord, it looked so good, man. Oh,
Dog, when I don't have a good pizza after a while, motherfucker, I'll know on pine cones or something. Just out of anger.
you're a pizza guy though, man. You're a
Love,
pizza guy. I'm like, I can take it or leave it at this point. I'm not from Chicago, so you know what I mean. Like y'all are about y'all pizza. But regardless, that looked like a nice artisan pizza that he kind of put together. And I would love me a slice. That corner slice, yeah, ATF. Um, you know, maybe some fights might occur. You know what I mean? There
hey,
might be a
dog,
couple.
this might sound sacrilegious. In Chicago, it's pizza then Jesus.
No, I'm with you. I've spoken to enough of y'all to understand that that probably is the hierarchy. You know what I mean? That's probably exactly how it goes.
Man,
Oh man, wow,
that looked
that looked
good.
great.
And I'm not capping. That was good looking.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.